This is a terrible place to do this. Okay, good with me. I just want to say, not an ad. So fast. I ordered this 2 days ago, and it came this morning. I'm telling you, even Amazon is struggling these days to get here things on time. Oh my gosh, this ice maker is so freaking loud. I'm actually curious to see how these fared in the trip, because there's also cans in here. Okay. I ordered some TATE'S cookies, and I ordered ginger ale. I ordered noodles. I ordered some spice replacement. Like, this is just some pantry stuff that I needed from them. So smart about the way they package things. I don't know why I ever doubted them. Specifically because I have ordered chips from them, and they were completely fine. Why would I doubt them? Never. If there's someone I trust with shipping, it's Thrive. Okay. Also, the mini Ollipops, perfect size. Needed to restock the tahini and the ghee. And I also needed more ginger and cumin. Salted caramel cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. Snickerdoodle. I don't even know what it is I'm doing. How do I even introduce this? What do you call this? Dupe or oops?
And I
don't even know how this really started, now that I think about it. I believe it is no surprise to anybody that my dream is to be in a garden. More so, have my own store, like very Barefoot Contessa, or even like a Elephant's Delicatessen, if you will. R.I.P. Hopefully back from the dead and better than ever. The other day I had an idea, and I just really committed.
She'd already had hers.
Do you know how much you have to order for them to send you 2 boxes? So much so, they ran out of brandy. What also cracks me up is the personalized note they put on the top, assuming that this was a gift. Here's my favorite. To Ashley, from Ashley. You have received a gift of fresh baked goods from your Tate Bake Shop. Enjoy. You know what? If I weren't so excited, I'd find this embarrassing. I just realized what was in this one. Hold, please. I think I blacked out when I ordered these. I also love that when they sent this, they fully thought that this was a gift, as opposed to just me ordering them. Also, it was really hard to find things without nuts. Good thing it's a recycling date. Oh, I got this one because it had some of the seasonal flavors. And one of the seasonal flavors is my best friend and I's absolute favorite. And that kind of sparked this. Actually, do you know what started this whole thing? I was placing a Thrive order, and I was like, you know, I need something else just to send over the shipping total. And I was like, they've got TATE'S cookies. Let me see if they have our favorite kind on there. They didn't. So I clicked myself over to their website and found more than I bargained for. So I figured we kind of had to like try them all, right? From Thrive, I picked up the chocolate chip cookies and the salted caramel chip cookies. I got their seasonal basket, which also came with, oh, I think it's because I wanted these, but I didn't want the quantities of just buying. You can't just buy one bag off their website, which to a degree I understand, but it's also a little frustrating when you just want to try them all. So here's lemon cookies. They're classic cookies again. These are going to either be really great, really terrible. Key lime pie cookies. Limited edition blueberry crisp cookies. So now you may be just asking, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
This is my best friend and I's favorite store cookie, if you will. It is a Tate's limited edition flavor. I'm unboxing this like it is a valuable. Like this is a resale item. I mean, I probably could resale this, let's be honest. No. Again, care card. You could buy things in quantities of 3 or 6, or I believe even more, but 3 was the least. But 3 seemed silly. If these were going to come from the East Coast, why do that when you could have 6? This is insane. I'm aware. This is the white chocolate raspberry cookies. These are the best cookies I have found, like that you can buy from a store. And every Valentine's season, my best friend and I get very excited about these. And they have been sold out everywhere, probably because, well, it's April. And the Tate's website had them. So I happily surprised her with this. And of course, I couldn't keep the secret in. So she was entertained. I just stabbed myself with a knife. Are we okay? We are not bleeding. Okay. We're going to put this down until a trusted adult is here to supervise. What are we doing? I have scoured the internet and I was like, well, if I can't buy these, what if I just found a way to remake them? Now, I think the smartest way to go about this is just going with the classic chocolate chip. And it was not super easy to find a recipe. Here are the 3 recipes that I have found. I have not compared them. We can do that together. From the archives of Bon Appetit, BA. What are we calling them these days? I canceled my subscription long ago. However, theirs look the most promising from the photos. 2 recipes that seem to have the most reviews. I just hate they're like, you could do this to make it different. We don't want them different. That's the whole point of finding like the copycat recipe. I'm gonna do this and someone's gonna be like,
you know they sell the recipe.
should I have looked at that? We're gonna start here. And then I've got this one. However, well, that one had 5 stars. This one only has 4. Okay, so the Bon Appetit one doesn't call for any vanilla extract, but it does call for a teaspoon of water, which I find weird, right? Is that weird? And I guess I didn't realize this. Debbie, thanks, Debbie. Debbie's recipe calls for 3/4 mini chocolate chips. Also, at the end of the Bon Appetit one, it says, no, this recipe has not been tested by the Bon Appetit test kitchen. This is confusing. Wait, it does say water and vanilla. I'm wondering if it's... I'm a little nervous, folks. Okay, I think we need to start with one recipe. I feel like we should probably do this. And if Bon Appetit fails us, we go to Debbie. We're gonna have to do a taste test. The best decision really is just to like try what we're going up against. First impression. Do you hear how crisp that is? Can we talk about the ingredients? Flour, semi-sweet chocolate chips, butter, sugar, brown sugar, eggs, salt, baking soda, natural flavor, which I'm assuming is vanilla. Should we do a ranking? Had the chocolate chip. They were great. So are we just going to use those to like judge all else against? These ones are salted caramel chocolate chip. I can tell you there's some butterscotch. That's what it is. Butterscotch. If you like butterscotch, I'm sure these are delicious. I, however, am not your girl. Oh, those smell so good. Smell great. You can almost see through them. I don't know if you can tell. Lemon was really good, but there's definitely the lemon oil in it. That could not be an everyday kind of thing. Mmm. Okay, I think I like the key lime more. Blueberry crisp. I don't know how to explain this other than they smell exactly like the crusty blueberry muffin mix. These ones are thicker and like not nearly as crisp. And the blueberry bits are a little chewy. I'm sorry, she is that girl. Okay, if you're gonna do the seasonal, highly suggest trying the key lime pie. Very fresh. These ones are a little thicker, a little chewier. All-time favorite. The classic. These were good, just a little artificial tasting. I guess I wish I would have realized that salted caramel chocolate chip cookies were really butterscotch. Not my thing. I need to drink some water. This looks fairly simple enough. Of course, I didn't read these before. Okay. 2 cups flour. Do you want to know how I know this recipe was not tested by the test kitchen? It calls for salted butter. Also, this is the only salt that I'm in kosher. And again, this asks you to sift it. Not gonna. We've got 3/4 sugar, 3/4 brown sugar. Do you know what I love about this vintage measuring cup set? There's a 3/4 measure. Brown sugar. I'm so sorry I dropped you. I'm so sorry. Come back, Jack. Cool. And that camera light is flashing. So we are going to find a new mic stand and replace the battery. Be right back. Don't fall in. I just want to talk to this spatula by Tovolo. Okay, that is creamed. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. While I'm over here, let's preheat. I did not go into this with a good plan. Please do not blow up in my face. Please do not blow up in my face. Okay. I mean, this is chocolate chip cookies at the end of the day. It's not rocket science, right? 1. This is actually so hard to mix. I don't think I've ever used this slip mat before. Okay, normally I am a big parchment girly. 2 tablespoons or an ice cream scoop. I feel like the scoop got us in trouble last time, but I'm willing to give it another go. We're going to say this is ice cream scoop size. I honestly just feel like this is going to be a very chocolate chip cookie as opposed to a Tate's Bake Shop cookie, and we're going to have to do this again. But then again, I could be shocked. I could be surprised. This could be a one and done, which would probably be very boring for you. If this doesn't work, do we go with Deborah's or do we go with the one that's the most different? It doesn't say to chill the dough, but I feel like that might be the move. These are going in for 12 minutes. We'll check then. Those are needing some more time. This was after like 18 minutes. I think I need to let these cool completely and then we'll come back. 12 minutes, my ass. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. So look how many chocolate chips are in the bottom of that. Here's what we know. I hate this recipe. I'm wondering if we go with Debbie's recipe. They look really flat in the photo. This one also says that I should have made it into a scoop but then flattened it with a wet hand. I think we need to go down a size in ice cream scoop. Okay, you know what? Let's give Debbie a go. She says to bake 15 to 17 until dark brown. And she says to let it cool at least 15 minutes. Whoa, wait. This says adapted from Tate's Bake Shop Cookbook by Kathleen King. Hold up. Okay, published in 2005. I bet you I could get this at my library. You were telling me no one has put this on the internet. Great on Kindle. Is this on Kindle Unlimited? No. I just bought it on Kindle. I hate myself so much for doing that. Because I guarantee you my library has this. I really hate that I didn't think to look at this sooner. But here it is. God damn it. Can we talk about how the foreword is written by Ina? Everyone says, I wish I had my own bakery or specialty food store. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? You hang out in the kitchen and test a fabulous chocolate cake. You travel to Milan to see what's new in food. Maybe you drop into the store on Saturdays to have a cup of coffee and chat with the customers. Not exactly. Kathleen King opened Tate's Bake Shop in Southampton, New York, just a year or two after I opened Barefoot Contessa in nearby West Hampton Beach. I wish I could say that we spent a lot of time together in those early years. Oh, God. Chocolate chip cookies. I hate myself. You know what we're going to do? We're going to follow her recipe. Why did we try to crowdsource on the internet? I hate myself. This one does use water and vanilla. First impression. Forget what I said about all of this. Move up. No one cares about this. One, I'm disappointed to know that this isn't a different recipe. So it's really just user error. I'm going to wash the Silpat. I'm going to grab another cookie sheet that we'll grease, and we will do smaller. I'm going to take out, I guess, the BA dough because it's the same as their dough. I feel bad labeling it BA dough when it's not. I guess I should be grateful that I don't need to make more dough. I'm just finding it really hard to be grateful right now. I have a couple of different options for prepared sheet pans. I greased this one. I did a parchment liner of that one, and then a Silpat on the third. I feel defeated. I think this size is a much better gauge, and it may actually cook in the 12 minutes. I'm going to set that to the side. When I tell you, I am exhausted by this. Okay, here's my roundup. I'm still so irritated at myself for not just looking to see if that recipe existed in the world, because duh. But lo and behold, you can purchase it via ebook. These are the ones made on parchment paper. Not the way to go. Unfortunately, I do think it is either the Silpat. Look at that. Those are some thin, crispy cookies, or greased. I actually think the Silpat did better. However, the last bit of Silpat had been sitting out, like at room temperature. And this is definitely not a dough that benefits from being chilled. So, yeah. I've just come to the conclusion that none of these are going to be like this. If we had the budget, I'd be like, well, let's go to Southampton and see what it's like in person. Because I feel like it would be a lot more like this, but I could be mistaken. So, if you have firsthand experience, please tell me. I'm dying to know. So like I said, round one, the weirdly archived, untested BA recipe. This is parchment paper. It has good crunch, and it's nice and crispy. I think the issue truly is that it didn't get as brown as I wanted in the center. And I felt like it had been in the oven for 17-ish minutes. And I was like, the outside's gonna burn before the inside gets like brown and pretty. Let's go with this one, I guess. It's just a bunch of cookies with one bite out of them. This is the grease cookie sheet. A bunch of teenagers just walked past the front of my house and the internal panic that just like left my body. Where are we? Greased. Oh, okay. These ones have like much more of like a lacy foot to them, so that I assume will add to the crunch. Good. That was the first one that I was like tempted to go back for bite 2. Good. I'm gonna go for this one because it's a little bit wonky, so it doesn't look as nice. This is the Silpat. I just hate washing it. Pain in the ass, really. It also has a little bit of the foot to it that the greased one has, but not as much. That one has like ripples in it. This one's a lot smoother, but still looks like it has a good crunch. I think the Silpat's really the way to go. That or the greased. Honestly, they both work, but also the greased ones did like this weird suction to the pan. That's my order. Silpat, then greased, then parchment. Okay. What am I going to do with all these freaking cookies? It's a great question. What's wrong with me? I have so much cleanup to do. Okay, well, thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out. I wish I could say thanks Tate's Bake Shop for sponsoring, but I can't. You know what? Thanks Tate's Bake Shop for being there for me and for trolling me with the thank you note on the box. That is quite comical. What I'm going to do with this decorative wooden crate, I don't know. But I will figure it out, I guess. I feel like I need a nap. I don't even know how to end this. Did we come to a conclusion? I guess the conclusion is this. I can't really replicate them. So in the case of dupe versus oop, this is a dupe light, inspired by, influenced. This is like, you know when people like post makeup tutorials or they're like trying so-and-so's makeup tutorial, especially like drag makeup. People are like trying Trixie Mattel's makeup. I feel like that's what I did in the cookie world today. I also feel like I need to see a chiropractor. What if I just came back and I had Trixie Mattel's makeup on? Or even better, Juno Birch. Honestly. I told my friend the other day that I was like, you know, I just feel deep in my bones like I would be good at wig styling. I have no previous knowledge. I have no reason why I'd be good, but I'm convinced I'd be good at it. That's not based in fact. That's just feeling. Okay, well, since I don't know how to sign this off, I guess we'll just...
Bye.